Father God, I give you all the praise, all the glory, all the honor. Thank you for this community, Father God. Everyone that comes on this live, bless their day. I pray that they have a great day. I pray that whatever it is that their heart is desiring from you, oh Lord, in this season, God, I ask, everlasting Father God, that you will bless them, bless their families, and increase their territories. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to another live. My name is Shelly, Innovative Hands. Everyone know me by Shelly. As you come in, like the live for me, please. What does liking the live does for me? So when you like the live, it helps me um, very much, and it also helps the YouTube algorithm to let them know that you enjoy the live, you enjoy me as a person, and you love the community that we're built in. So be sure to give this live a like. Something extra I would love for you to do for me whenever you come across my YouTube channel or my videos. I would definitely appreciate if you share the videos for me, please. And if you're not subscribed, why are you not subscribed? Definitely go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You when I upload, because you know once you're a subscriber, it's like you're VIP. Yeah, you're right. So just remember to do. I did upload a new video on my haul. Kindly watch that video for me. Please let me know what you guys think. I had someone commented on that on the shorts for that video. It was a Jane Rumper. The person was like, "Ma'am, I love your style, but yes, you have to get with the times. We're in the summer now, so why would you be doing a haul with long pants?" And I'm like, what? And I said to her, if you're a true fashion or if you're a true shopper, you would know that. She was like, the stuff that you're showing is for the fall. So I said to her, if you were a true shopper, like not even a fashionista, like if you're a true shopper, you would know that it is best to buy your fall outfits in the summer, and it will be best to buy your summer outfits in the fall if you're a person that want to save coins, because truth be told, if you see a coat in one of the stores right now and you really wanted that coat, let I most definitely that coat will be 50 to 75% off, because we're in the summer, nobody is shopping for coats. So that's definitely a shopping tip or a shopping hack. Buy your stuff out of season and tell me how much money you save. Excuse me. So I'm home now. I have to, it's the only thing I don't like, when you have to take all these things out of the car after you come from shopping. You know what I need to buy? I need to buy one of those. I don't know what it's called. It's like a pulley where you can put all of your items in it. I need to invest in one of them, so that I don't have to be walking back and forth to get the groceries out of the car. But that's good cardio as well. It's 12:48. So I'm thinking we're gonna go at the back today by the pool to read the book. We're still on chapter 2. Yesterday I had ended the live because time was going by very quickly. And not only that, um, did y'all see the acai bowls that I bought? Mind you, This was less than $12 for four of them, for four bowls. Each bowl has a crunchy granola included in a separate pouch. It has the creamy oatmeal, which is the acai. Then it has diced strawberries, and it has blueberries. When Naima spoke about the calories, I never knew that acai bowls have a lot of calories. I did never know that. So it says that one bowl is 160 calories without the granola, and then if you do decide to put the granola on top of there, it's 270 calories. I do not do calorie counting, maybe because I don't know much about it, but that's a lot of calories. Because if you're a person that walks like me, like how I exercise in the morning, I don't burn. I need to start looking, but I don't think I burn no more than maybe close to 500 calories. So if this is 270, sometimes you eat more calories than you burn, and that's why you put on weight. So I'm gonna still have it because then this is vegan. Almost everything that I purchased today is like vegan friendly because I needed. I'm trying my best not to eat stuff that has a lot of gluten, and this is gluten free, non-GMO, and it is vegan as well. Members mark. Acai bowls. I'm gonna put this on my TikTok because I ain't seen nobody talking about these. So I want to put the girls and the boys on. Yeah, you gonna save a lot of money because one acai bowl is $19. The least you could pay for an acai bowl is $15, and you getting four servings, four bowls for less than $12. And then most of the time, you don't even eat a whole bowl. Like sometimes I would eat. Depends. If this is the first thing I eat in the morning, I can see myself eating an entire bowl. But if it's something I pick up as a snack, sometimes one bowl I'm eating like three times. So it says no artificial flavors, excellent source of fiber, and antioxidant vitamin C. This is very rich in vitamin C. Yeah, see, it says high in vitamin C. This is really good, y'all. And then they give you the instructions on how you can thaw these out because these should be frozen. But I think I drove maybe 30 minutes to Sam's Club. I want to end the live, and then again, I want to. Sometimes my car becomes trashy because I'm that type of person. I don't like if I'm drinking something, I would prefer to leave it in my car rather than throwing it out. And then what happens is I start to accumulate a lot of stuff. Like I have a water jug in here. Oh, this is what I wanted to tell y'all. Y'all don't believe I paid $10 for one pack of water today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you're thinking. But the water has electrolytes in there. I wanted to try it. It's in shoots. I wanted to try it, and I got it. And if that's gonna make me drink more water, because lately I haven't been drinking a lot of water like I normally do. I don't know if it's the type of waters I'm drinking. I never used to have an issue with waters, but that's why I say once you don't have information allows you sometimes to be so finicky. Like the more you learn about certain things, it's like it puts you in a position to everything you want to read the label, everything you want to like. I just want to be a girl. I just want to live. I just want to be a girl, y'all. They got me out here reading the nutrition facts on everything. Mind you, I only used to take like 5 minutes in the store. I'm coming to the store after 3 hours when I done read every nutrition facts. But yeah, y'all. Let's muster up some energy to grab these things out the car. Where's help when I needed it? Where's help, y'all? Y'all gonna help me? Are you gonna help me take these in the car? Take these in the house. You know what? I need to take it easy. You know why? Because the other day I came from grocery shopping, and my neighbor isn't here today. My neighbor and his son, y'all. Good people are still in this world. You know what I mean? We just have to run across them. God has angels on this earth. My neighbor and his son had to help me with my groceries. Last week I bought some groceries, and how about the pineapple fell and bust in two. Y'all see how I carrying it? Hold on, y'all. This is hella crazy. Oh, we made it. Whew. Y'all gonna help me carry these things or not? Are you coming to help me carry these things? Let's do a little grocery haul. I got some dates. Uh, I'm gonna leave y'all in the car. I'll be back for y'all. Did y'all miss me? Let me get the water now. Oh, this is what I was talking about, y'all. So I got 2 cases of the $10 water, so I paid $20 for water. I'm so thankful that the Lord sent that old man today to help me. I ain't gonna lie. Whew. Because the strength I need to lift these. Thank God he was the one to lift them in the car the first time. Oh. It says 9.5 pH level at the time of bottling. Oh, y'all, I still got more. I don't even see my Sam's Club receipt, but thank God I had it emailed to me too. Oh. Y'all, I'm doing the most. I'm gonna put y'all in my pocket because I can't lift y'all and lift these 3. So y'all going in my pocket for a second. We're inside. Let me close the door. Woo. Woo. Let me put y'all on this tripod stand. Let's do a little grocery haul. 103, we need to get to reading the book. And I need to make myself a pineapple smoothie before I go to work. All right. So let me do it this way. I'm trying to use the light as well, but I don't want it to conflict too much. Okay. So we got gala apples. We got this. I'm trying out this. We got some dates. We got some mixed fruits. We got, go ahead, like the live. We got some Greek yogurt. You not guys know about acai bowls. Some OxyClean. I showed y'all these in the car. Remedy. Okay. I got some Suavitel. I like to use Dawn in my clothes as well. And these are the waters I was telling you guys about. So I heard so much good things about this water. It says purified water with electrolytes added for taste. There is an app. I should have put that app on my phone before buying these waters to see if these waters is really good for you or not. but it's called a Yucca app. I'm going to put that app on my phone, and then I'm going to scan these, and I'm going to see how much percentage these waters have. But I'll let you guys know if I like the waters or not. But that is everything. That is everything I got. So yeah. So let's go ahead and read the book because we're on chapter 2. We're doing this self-help book called The Mountain Is You. Very good book. I'm thinking of reading it outside today. So I have a little lawn chair. I could either go by the pool or I could just sit out here. Maybe we'll just sit in the back. Come on. Hold on. Let me go pee first. Empty out my tank. Grab the book. Grab the pen. And we're good to go. So just give me a few minutes. If you know, you know what I mean. I came out here to read my book. But I'm thinking that might be a bad idea. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Anyways, let's start the next live. Shall we? Let's continue. Let's just continue. This is the book we're going to be reading. The Mountain Is You. We're on chapter 2. I don't know if I should start fresh at chapter 2 or try to bring y'all closer or try to continue where we left off yesterday. I'm trying to remember. All right, this is where we was. Okay, so it's 1:23. We need to be done by 1:40. We got this. All right. All right. So it says, first you need to understand why you're upset or the reason why something is bothering you so much. Without clarity on this, you'll continue to waste your time mulling over the details. I should have worn my mic, and I think you will be able to hear my voice a little bit louder, but I don't know if the mic is charged. Anyways, let's continue. Tomorrow I'll wear my mic if I decide to come outside and read the book. Let's start again. First, you need to understand why you're upset or the reason why something is bothering you so much. Without clarity on this, you'll continue to waste your time mulling over the details without really understanding what's hurting you so much. Next, you have to validate how you feel. Recognize that you are not alone. Anyone in your situation would probably feel similarly and does, and that what you feel is absolutely okay. In doing this, you can allow yourself a physical release such as crying, shaking, journaling about what you feel, or talking to a trusted friend. Once you are clear on what's wrong and have allowed yourself to fully express the extent of your emotions, you can determine how you will change your behavior or thought process so that you can get an outcome that you really want in the future. That's so loud. Justification.
Come closer. Your life is ultimately measured by your outcomes, not your intentions. It is not about what you wanted to do or what have done but didn't have the time. It's not about why you thought you couldn't. It's just whether or not you eventually did. When you're in a pattern of self-sabotaging behavior, you're often treating those excuses the same way you would treat measurable outcomes. You're using them to make yourself feel momentarily satisfied, using them as a replacement for the accomplishment itself. When we have a goal, dream, or plan, there is no measure of extent or no measure of intent. It is only whether you did it or did not. Any other reason you offer for not showing up or doing the work is simply you stating that you prioritize that reason over your ultimate ambition, which means that it will always take precedence in your life. I'm going to write that word down. That's a word we need to find the meaning of. Precedence. P-R-E-C-E. Okay. It's not precedence, it's precedence. Precedence. You need to find the meaning of that word. I'm thinking that word is like a habit. It's like it's gonna always be in your life. It's gonna always be a part of your life. Or take charge. Anyways, you may also be using excuses to help navigate away from uncomfortable feelings that are ultimately necessary for your growth. How you resolve this. Start measuring your outcomes and focusing on at least doing one productive thing each day. It's no longer how many days you really wanted to go to the gym. It's about how many days you did. It's no longer about wanting to show up for your friends. It's whether or not you did. It's no longer about the great ideas you have had about how to change your business. It's about whether or not you did. Stop accepting your own excuses. Stop being complacent with your own justifications. Start quantifying your days by how many healthy, positive things you accomplished, and you will see how quickly you begin to make progress. Disorganization. By leaving our lives and spaces in disarray, we are not just mindlessly forgetting to take care of our surroundings. We are often actually creating distractions and chaos that serve an unconscious purpose. A clean, organized space, both for work and for living, is essential to thriving. This means a tidy home, clothes that are easy to reach and put together each morning, a clean kitchen, and an organized desk. Paperwork should be filed in one space. Your bedroom should be calming, and everything should have a home. And it can return to have a everything should have a home that it can return to at the end of the day. Without cleanliness, we create fewer opportunities for ourselves. Nothing positive nor beautiful flows from chaos. Deep down, we know this. Often, when we are self-sabotaging through disorganization, it is because when we are very clean or organized, we get an uneasy feeling. That uneasy feeling is what we are trying to avoid, because it is the recognition that now that everything is in order, we must go to work on doing what we need to do or who we want to become. When we leave our spaces messy, we are always a few tasks or priorities away from stepping out and showing up. How to resolve this? Like anything, you need to start slow and adjust yourself over time. To declutter and reorganize, start with one room. And if that is too much, try one corner, one drawer, or closet. Work on that and only that. And then implement a routine that maintains the organization. From there, start arranging your space so that it works for you, not against you. Put something soothing on your bedside table like a diffuser, or create an organized family calendar in the kitchen so appointments and schedules are visible to others. If you have trouble with the mail being disorganized, create a spot for it to go when it comes in each day. If you have trouble with laundry being disorganized, create a system for it and decide one day or two that you do the wash and do it in bulk. You must slowly let yourself get used to working at a clean desk, and eventually it will become second nature. You will begin to realize that you also feel so much less stressed and much more in control of your life. It is very hard to show up as the person you want to be when you are surrounded by an environment that makes you feel like the person you aren't. Attachment to what you don't really want. Sometimes your dreams for your life are adopted from other people's preferences. In other cases, you determine what you want and then you outgrow your old ambitions. Sometimes we fight endlessly to try to force ourselves to want something that we do not really want. And it always leaves us empty because it isn't a genuine desire. This is different than lacking motivation or experiencing resistance. Our inability to perform is not based in fear or lack of skill. It is based in an inherent knowing that this is not what we want for our lives. And perhaps we're feeling lost or unable to change our path. When you find yourself struggling with something, you have to ask yourself, do I really want to do this? Do you want the job? Or do you just like how the title sounds? Are you in love with the person? Or do you like the idea of the relationship? Are you still holding an outdated idea of what your greatest success will be? And if so, what would it look like to let it go? At the end of the day, self-sabotage sometimes functions to show us that we aren't quite on the right path yet, and that we need to reevaluate to determine what would feel best for our lives, even if that means we disappoint some people or even our younger selves. We do not have to live the rest of our lives trying to achieve some measure of success we thought was ideal when we were too young to understand who we even were. Our only responsibility is to make decisions for the person we have become. How to resolve this? Be willing to accept that maybe your success story doesn't look the way that you once thought it might. Maybe the kind of success you're really hungry for is to feel at peace each day, or making your life about travel instead of work. Maybe it's about having thriving friendships or a happy relationship. Maybe the business you got into 10 years ago isn't the business you want to be in forever. Maybe the work you thought you'd love isn't coming as naturally as you thought you'd hope. When we let go of what isn't right for us, we create space to discover what is. However, doing so requires the tremendous courage to put our pride aside and see things for what they really are. Judging others. We all know that gossiping or judging other people's lives and choices is not a healthy or positive way to connect with other people. However, it does far more damage than we realize, as it sets up barriers to our own successes. If we feel bad about not being as successful as another person, we might try to find something negative about them to make ourselves feel better. If we do that, every time we come across a person who is more successful than we are, we begin to associate that level of success with being disliked. When it comes to when it comes time for us to take action to move our lives forward, we're going to resist doing it because becoming more successful will create a breach in our own concept. In other cases, you might have heard people you grew up with or people you grew up around villainizing others who had money. They might have said things like, ugh, rich people are the worst. Maybe they chalk all wealthy people up to being morally corrupt. This sweeping characterization seals itself in your subconscious, and now you find yourself sabotaging your own attempts to become financially healthy because you associate it with guilt and being disliked. When we set up judgments for others, they become rules that we have to play by too. By judging others for what we don't have or because we envy them, we sabotage our lives far more than we ever really hurt anybody else. How to resolve this? Many people say that you have to love yourself first before you can love others. But really, if you learn to love others, you will learn to love yourself. Practice non-judgment through non-assumption. Instead of reaching a conclusion about a person based on limited information you have about them, consider that you're not seeing the whole picture and don't know the whole story. When you are more compassionate about other people's lives, you become more compassionate about your own. When you see someone who has something you want, congratulate them even if it feels hard at first. It will extend back and open you up to receiving it as well. Pride. Pride is often involved in many of our worst decisions. Sometimes we have a relationship, we know a relationship is wrong, but the shame of leaving seems worse than staying. Sometimes we start a business and realize we don't really like it very much or refuse to accept that we need to change or ask for help. In these cases, our pride is getting in the way. We are making decisions based on how we imagine people view our lives, not how they actually are. This is not only inaccurate, but it is also very unhealthy. How to resolve this? To overcome our attachment to pride, we have to start to see ourselves more fully and honest. Instead of thinking that we need to prove to everyone around us how perfect and flawless we are, we can imagine ourselves more realistically as people who, despite our weaknesses, are trying our best. In the end, it looks far worse to hold on to what's wrong because you care about what others think than it is to let go because that's what's right for you. People will respect you far more if you can acknowledge that you are an imperfect person like everyone else, learning, adapting, and trying your best. In reaching this mindset, you also open up to learning, but not assuming you know everything or that you need to seem perfect. You can admit when you're wrong, ask for assistance, and lean on others sometimes. Basically, you you open yourself back up to growth, and your life is better for it over the long term. Guilt of succeeding. In a world of so much pain, horror, and misfortune, who are we to have happy, abundant lives? That's the thought process that so many people go through. One of the biggest mental barriers people face is the guilt that comes with finally having enough or more than one needs. This can come from many different sources, but it ultimately boils down to feeling as though you don't deserve to have it. This feeling often comes up when we start to earn more money or have nicer things. Often, people will sabotage their higher incomes with reckless discretionary spending or being less vigilant about their clientele or workload because they are not quite comfortable having more than the basic necessities, and so they put themselves back into a comfortable feeling of lack. When it comes to success, guilt is an ultimately common emotion, especially for good hearted people who want to do the right thing and live authentic lives. How to solve this? Please realize that most extremely successful people have no guilt whatsoever. In fact, this feeling usually only comes up when you're stepping between not having enough and finally having enough. When you have to realize what you have to realize is that money and success are tools. They buy you back time and offer you the opportunity to help, employ, influence, and change the lives of others. Instead of looking at your success as a status differenti- um, dif- differentiator, which will always make you feel bad and uncomfortable, see it instead as a tool a tool with which you can do important and positive things in the world of your own life. Fear of failing. How often do we not even attempt something because we are afraid to look bad or fail immediately? The fear of failing is often something that holds back people from putting in the work they would need to become truly great at something. But it can also take another, more industrious form. Once we have established something new in our lives, the fear comes up as a constant irrational worry that we're missing something, that our partner is being unfaithful, or that we're one misstep away from losing it all. These catastrophic thoughts happen when we want to shield ourselves from potential loss. They only come up when we finally have something we care enough about and really want to keep. How to resolve this? There's a difference between failing because you are trying something new and daring, and failing because you are not showing up, doing the work, or being responsible for your actions. These are two very different experiences and should be separated in your mind. As scary as it might be to not be great at something initially, or perhaps even experience a loss, it is even worse to fail by virtue or never trying and always playing small. Failure is inevitable. But you have to make sure it happens for the right reason. When we fail of negligence, we take a step back. When we fail because we are attempting new feats, we take a step closer to what will. Downplaying. When we downplay our successes in life, we are either trying to make ourselves seem less impressive so others do not feel threatened and therefore like us more, or we are trying to avoid the sense that we have made it because we're afraid of peaking. Though so many of us long for the moment when we feel as though we have finally arrived and reached the measures of success we so deeply desire, we often receive them only to then feel as though they aren't that great, impressive, or that they don't make us feel as good as we thought they would. This happens because downplaying the idea of having made it makes us afraid that we are reaching the pinnacle and therefore we fall off of it. If we acknowledge that we've arrived, what goals remain? It is a feeling akin to death. So we instead find another measure to work towards. Likewise, we are around other people. We do not stand firmly in our pride because we are thought it is a bad thing. And when done in an unhealthy way, it is. What we are sensing is the strong feeling of being better than others because we have achieved something. This makes us uncomfortable because we know it's both untrue and unkind. We can all acknowledge and appreciate other people's diverse accomplishments and talents while still being happy about our own. Instead of shrugging off a compliment, we can respond by saying, "Thank you. I worked very hard and I'm happy to be here." In the fair, if the fair is where was I? All right, here. This me being nosy, y'all. Nosy. If the fear is that we are peaking too soon, we have to reform our idea of progress. We do not get better only to get worse again. We do not achieve one thing only to lose it and return to what we were before. That instinct is a self-sabotaging behavior, one that wants to keep us within our old comfort zone. Instead, we can acknowledge that when one part of our lives improves, it radiates out to everything else. When we achieve one thing, we are better equipped for the future. Life tends to gradually get better as we keep moving on and working on it. It only gets worse if we accomplish something, then shut down because we are intimidated by our own power. All right, this is the last page we're going to read. Unhealthy habits. This is the most common way that people sabotage their own success, by maintaining habits that are actively keeping them away from their goals. This is when someone declares that they want to be in better shape but doesn't change anything they do each day to facilitate that. Or when they want to make a change professionally but find ways to make it difficult, if not impossible, for them to actually do it. At the core of all these behaviors is the fact that one part of our physique understands that we should be evolving and moving forward with our lives, and another part is intimidated by the potential discomfort it will bring. Usually, this culminates in so much inattention and frustration that a breaking point is reached and changes are made from there. However, the goal is not to have However, the goal is to not have to get to a crisis point in your life before you can become aware of the ways you're holding yourself back from living peacefully and comfortably. Define health on your own terms. What does a healthy life look like for you? What would it make how would it make you feel, and what would you be doing? It is difficult to look solely to anyone else's definition of healthiness, particularly because we are all different people with varying needs, preferences, and schedules. Instead, figure out what makes you feel best. Decide what combination of healthy eating, exercise, and sleep is right for you, and stick to it. Like so many things, healthy habits are best established gradually. Instead of trying to force yourself to take an hour at the gym at 6 a.m., try instead to do 15 minutes, or perhaps swap out with a class you really enjoy, or go at a time that works better for your schedule. Make it easy for yourself to succeed. Prep your meals or keep water by your desk so you can sip it throughout the day, gradually reconditioning yourself to prefer healthy habits, ones that actually work for your lifestyle. Being busy. Hi, Shooter. I love you. Shooting star. My phone is dying a little. We have one more little paragraph to read. This is the book we're reading. Okay, being busy. Another very common way that people sabotage is by distracting themselves to the point of being completely phased out of their lives. People who are constantly busy are running from themselves. Nobody is busy unless they want to be busy, and you will know that because some people with extremely hectic schedules would never describe themselves that way. This is because being busy is not a virtue. It only signals to others that you do not know how to manage your time or task. Being busy communicates importance. I need a highlighter. I want to highlight this right here. Being busy communicates importance. It often makes you seem a little untouchable to others. It also overwhelms the body so that it can only focus on the task at hand. Being busy is the ultimate way to distract ourselves from what's really wrong. If your schedule is unmanageable, you're never going to be as effective or productive as you can be. If this is the case, your first job has to be to streamline and prioritize your task in order of importance. Outsource whatever else you can, and then let go of the rest. If your issue is that you intentionally create chaos and busyness in your day when there is no need for it, you have to get comfortable with simplicity and routine. Start with writing down your top 5 tasks that need to be done each day, and then focus on doing those and only those. You might also need to confront the sense of protection that being busy gives you. Does it make you feel more important to others? Does it give you an excuse to say no to plans or to avoid some people? You need to find healthier or more productive ways to cope with these feelings, such as finding genuine self-confidence in what you do by creating something you're proud of, or getting better at calmly but clearly stating your boundaries and needs in relationships. Page 55. We're going to stop here today. Oh, this chapter 2 is good. So tomorrow we're going to continue with spending time with the wrong people. Get this book if you don't have it, so we can create a book club and we can read it and you guys can follow along in your book. We have 3 words so far that we need to find the meaning of. One of the words is called magnum opus. The second word is called omnius. And the third word is called president. I love that for us. See you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna have to love you and leave you. And we will continue this tomorrow. Remember to like the live. Remember to check the other content on my channel. And I love you guys. Love this community. See you tomorrow. Be blessed. Be beautiful. Be you. I love you.